नमस्ते दोस्तों, आपके ब्राजीलियन फ्रेंड here. मेरा नाम जसलीन है. आपका स्वागत है to my channel. And today I'm going to talk about the things that made me more surprised about Hinduism as a Brazilian. When I started to learn about Sanatan Dharma, I was really wow because some things were so different from what I've learned my whole life that made me really uncomfortable because I grew up in a culture that most of people are from one religion. There is a strict religion that has one way of everything, one way to see God, one way to live your life. So when I find out this path that talks about a God in a male but in also a female form that is not ever a religion and literally has so many different ways of live your life in your spiritual life and everything fine. I was really wow because it was really different from everything that I learned as a kid. And now I'm going to tell what things made me more attracted and surprised about Sanatan Dharma. Literally, in the right beginning, I was confronted by one information that made me my whole idea of Hinduism change. That it's not a religion. So if it's not a religion, what it is? Find out that it's not just one more religion in the world. It was already a big thing because the way the media portrays Hinduism in the Western is just the religion from the Indians. But it's not that simple. The Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma is a big umbrella with different spiritual paths, sects, traditions, and ways of seeing life. And this was amazing. See that Hinduism has so many different paths. It was really, really cool and made me feel more attracted to still learning about it. And the other thing that really made me open my mind more, it was the ways of worship. In Sanatana Dharma, you don't have just one way to worship God. Like when I start to learn about Sanatana Dharma and I saw people worshiping things like the Shaligram, the Shivalinga, I was like, what? Because I grew up with an idea that God is very exclusivist and a little bit jealous. You just can't worship Him, but you cannot have images or nothing that you can use to represent Him. And Sanatana Dharma is completely different. You can worship any aspect of God that you want, the male and the female, and but or a mix of this. But you also can use things like the shaligrams that are stones, and it's fine because it's not a sin. Nothing is a sin because God is everything. So use different things to be connect with God. It's really amazing. But more than this, if you don't want to worship God, you don't need because it's also fine. So in Sanatana Dharma, you have this freedom to choose how you want to live your spiritual life, how you want to connect with God, or don't connect because it's both fine. You still can take motion. This is really, really amazing. I don't know any other religion, spiritual belief that have this freedom. And also in the right beginning, other thing that made me still surprised in a positive way about Hinduism is that doesn't matter which religion you practice. You still can be Hindu because Hinduism is not a religion and it's not exclusivist. The Hinduism don't say that just this path is the right. We are the only ones right in this world. Like no, you can practice your religion and still adopt Hinduism. So this was really amazing because most of the religions that I know, they are really exclusivist. They believe that they are the only ones that are right and any other thing is not right or it's a sin or it's wrong. So this was really amazing because Hinduism accepts everyone the way that we are. Literally, you don't need to forget your culture, your spiritual beliefs that you used to have before Hinduism because both are fine. You can take all your spiritual background and connect with the spiritual knowledge of Hinduism. The other thing that it was more shocking for me is find out that doesn't matter if you are theist or atheist, you still can be Hindu because, as I say, Hinduism is not one religion. It's like a big culture with different ways of see life, see the world and the spirituality and the divine. So has a space for everyone. Literally, when I start to learn about Hinduism, I read about how the ancient leaders used to sit together to talk about their different ways of see things with huge respect for each other. This is so beautiful because nowadays, unfortunately, people are more exclusivist and think they are the only ones that are right. So it doesn't matter if you believe in God or if you don't believe in God, you still can practice and bring the knowledge of Hinduism to your life. And other things, how complete Hinduism is because you don't have just information about how to worship God. No, it's something for your life because it's a lifestyle. Probably you already heard about Ayurveda. Ayurveda talks about your health, but not just in a simple way. It talks about your health in, in outside. Have tips for good hair, to the beauty of your skin. Have the yoga for your body, your mind, and soul. Have books that talk about politics, art like music and dance, and how you can use the dance in a way to worship and practice spirituality. Literally, for the body, job, politics, relationships, everything. Because if one part of you is not working well, the other things are going to be affected. So Sanatan Dharma have knowledge for you live well in all aspects of your life. So this was like, wow, this is where I want to be. This is my right path. I love this. And most of the things doesn't matter that Hinduism is so ancient, still very useful nowadays, and I think the future is going to be too. Literally, I don't know any other spiritual path, any other religion that is so complete like Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma. Is really, really amazing. Now tell me in the comments what you like the most about Sanatana Dharma. And if you're not a subscriber of this channel, subscribe, give your like, share with your friends, or family. Your Brazilian friend is waiting for you in the next video.